Buongiorno, everyone. Welcome to the instant match reaction. 2-0 over Fulham. Season's done. Season's over. In an absolutely mental state of affairs, Newcastle have finished 12th. 17 points clear of relegation.
And
never in doubt. Piece of piss.
One place above where we finished last season and the season before under Rafa.
And equals Rafa's best ever points tally in the league for Newcastle of 45 points. A couple of months ago, Rafa should shit my pants. Thinking that this game today was going to be the decider of who was going to go down. An upturn in form for Newcastle and a downturn from Fulham, completely bottling it really. But Newcastle did their job for once. And thanks to the main man, though. Thanks to the main man, Joe Willock. 7-7. 7 consecutive games, 7 consecutive goals, equaling Alan Shearer's record.
Mental.
That's another mental stat. It's been a mental day. It's been a mental couple of months, really.
Mental season. Like, it literally has.
COVID, no fans.
I was going to say, well, looking at things even now, like City have won the league. They started the season shit. Man United, second. They started shit. Liverpool's had a shit season, but somehow finished third.
Leicester have bottled. They were second for a while.
It's been a mad season. Like literally, when was the Fulham and Villa game where we were actually in the bottom 3? That must have only been about 2 months ago.
It wasn't long ago. Like
we were literally in the bottom 3, like extremely temporarily. But
when I was in the quarantine hotel, wasn't that long ago, and we did the Fulham Wolves watch along.
We were in
because we could have dropped in the bottom 3.
We were in such a bad run of form. We actually ended up in the bottom 3, but we've come good at the end of the season. We've finished really strongly. We've been putting in some wicked performances. Obviously, some Maximin coming back into fitness, Wilson temporarily, and obviously the main man, Joe Willock's, lifted us right out of that shit and finished 12th. Like, literally 2 months ago, people would have said 17th will do.
Definitely, because it looked like 18th was going to be secured.
Looked like 18th was an extremely realistic possibility. Even 16th would have been great.
And you've got to say, well done to the staff, the coaching staff, the Steves and the big impact of Graham, Gator Graham and the boys and the players turning up, because the turnaround since that Brighton game, 3-0 at Brighton, we looked completely gone. I was assured. I couldn't see we're picking up another point, never mind a win.
I was pretty certain. People at work were asking me, like, do you think we'll stay up? And I was like, I honestly don't.
And that's when Fulham started.
I honestly don't think we will.
They've always struggled with goals. Fulham were getting draws and stuff, but they went to Anfield and won, and it looked like they was going to turn out that way, didn't it? Thank God it didn't, and thank God we signed Joe Willock in January, because with his goals and Wilson Saint coming in outside of fitness, obviously St. Maximin at Burnley was a huge win. But I just cannot get my head around how we've finished 12th today.
It's insane. Like
this the likes of Wolves and Southampton.
Southampton beat us in November to go top of the league, and that was only in November. Like around about that time, like, you're starting to see like where the league's going to come. So for Southampton to be top of the league in November, that's mad. Like in the first few weeks of the season, Everton were in the lead. Villa started really well, but it was a little bit too early to tell. But by November, the league's kind of starting to shape up how it'll finish. And Southampton were fucking top after it. Was it a 2-0 win against us? Or 2-1, something like that? 2-0 away. Went top of the league. And we finished above them. This season,
squad and their manager, and Wolves' squad and Wolves' manager, taking away Jimenez's injury.
This has been an accurate... This season as a whole, for the Premier League, for Newcastle, it's been a very accurate reflection in how mental the years have been in 2020 and 2021. Like, the world's gone to absolute shit. The season's been fucking mental. Fans only there for the last 2 games of the season,
because 12th is as good as it's going to get in a big Ashley,
Well, that's where Rafa finished.
Yeah, I mean, as good as
2 years ago when we were at Craven Cottage, last game of the season, beat them 4-0. We finished 13th that season. And we finished 12th under Steve Bruce. Like, obviously, he's going to get loads and loads of plaudits. Last couple of months maybe deserves a little bit of credit, but this is where who was it? Like the Stan Collymores and the Clinton Morrisons and stuff, like, they're gonna proper suck him off and be like, I tell them Newcastle fans he was a good manager. They didn't want him.
Idiots.
He done better than Rafa. So what more do you want? You're deluded. And I can't be asked to hear all that crack. Like, it literally was even them, at that time, January time, the Rafa, the Brucey suckers offer started to turn their mind a little bit and be like, he's in trouble here. Like, he's not doing a very good job, is he? Like, when you look at the likes of Saint-Maximin, Wilson, Almiron, it's a decent team. And he's fucking it up. Like, at that time, even his biggest supporters were starting to turn on him. But now,
a lot of them were saying it. I can see what Newcastle fans are talking about now when they were watching every week because of how shape we're.
Yeah, and now we've finished the season strongly. It's just going to be back to that. Well, this is what Newcastle fans deserve. 12th place. Like, we don't even actually aim to be much higher under the current regime. We can get a better manager in, and all we really hope for is top 10. We're only like fucking 2 places off that, really. Like, we'll finish at the top half, the top bit of the second half of the table. It's going to look good on paper, and like, I just can't be asked for like the Brucey lovers to be like sucking them off for the next couple of months and say that we deserve it. And we've got a transfer window to come. Who knows what will happen? Like, we've only got a budget of supposed 12 million, which gets you absolutely nout.
I found it. Well, that's why Andy, the day Negative Andy was saying, like, I want to finish 17th. I want to lose the day and finish 17th was what Negative Andy was saying. Because
it makes sense.
It was an accurate
we don't want to see it. Yeah, you don't want to see it.
It was an accurate reflection, and because now, like you say, these year on Sky, Jamie Redknapp now, they'll be showing the end of the season table. The senior guys on 12th, but what the wins in the week like?
Yeah, exactly.
He's doing a great job there. I was just getting up quickly because when you said it, I thought I had put Newcastle to finish 12th. I actually put to finish 11th, which was very optimistic. I don't know why I did that.
I think we both did, actually.
And when I did the interview with Sky, though, I said we'd finish 17th, so I don't know what I was thinking there.
Yeah, I think we both put them in the same place. Like, in the last couple of weeks,
we'll do
I was
video
thinking,
on this, actually, it's a good crap. For
I was thinking I want to finish 13th because I didn't think we would have finished 12th. Like, goal difference was going to be a bit optimistic. Yeah. I was thinking at best we can finish 13th, which is obviously where I want to finish. I want to finish in the highest possible place where we can. But the fact that we finished 12th, it's like I don't really feel like we've deserved to finish there. Like, obviously,
definitely not.
Obviously, the last couple of months with Maximin and Willock and that and Wilson, somewhat you could say that we have deserved it. But as a fair reflection of the league, we should have been about 16th. Like, it's mad to think. Like, obviously, Brucey's going to get all this plaudit now, and like, we've got to be happy with it in some ways. Like, we have finished the season well, but for the most part, as fans, for doing this kind of thing, week in, week out, watch-alongs.
Tough, man.
Like,
it's been real tough.
Especially during like December, January, February. I think we were both ready to fucking chuck in the towel at times. Like, it was getting so hard. I was sit on camera, talk about like, it's just negative. It was just draining my fucking lives away. Like,
Sheffield United, remember that? Sheffield United defeat. Sheffield United defeat. I was staying up at midnight in Dubai, watching we get pumped by Brighton 3-0. So, I mean, it wasn't easy. Like, it was not easy.
It's been a difficult season, and obviously we've finished well now. It's going to look like it was an easy ride.
Easy. Don't know what you're all whinging about. Yeah. What were you scared for?
Anyway, we haven't even talked about the game yet.
I know. Match reaction or season reaction?
We'll get into a season reaction eventually, I'm sure.
But that because the match was pretty boring, to be fair, wasn't it? I mean,
it was a bit.
We had good spells.
Second half, especially.
We had good spells when we scored. The game came to life when we scored for about 5-10 minutes after it in both occasions. Because first half wasn't much happening. Fulham was sitting off. Fulham had chances in and around the box, putting them wide, not really threatening much.
Yeah, poor.
And then we had the goal through Willock that brought the game to life. What a run it was from his own half. Darting through, great acceleration, great burst of pace. Gone up the box, fell kindly for him with a block, put it away, and then we've seen a bit of end action, a bit more energy from both sides for about 5-10 minutes, and then second half game, couple of boring subs. Yeah. But one of those subs made it count.
Fabian Shaw.
Fabian Shaw. With an absolutely cool as you like, slick as you like,
cheeky,
sexy as you like, penalty. Strolls it in.
He's a sexy man, takes sexy penalties.
He does. Because when he stepped up, we thought, why on earth
Fabian Shaw?
What's he doing?
What's going on?
You know, like you said, FIFA stats are
I think he's like an 81 rated pen taker, but we've literally never seen him take
one. That's why he does take them. Because
Brucey must have got on FIFA last night and be like, Fabian Shaw, 81.
We'll bring him on last 10 minutes.
Give him a go, Nick.
We'll bring him on. That's what the game plan is there. And it was a lovely penalty that took it away to make it 2-0. Very nice. But not much else happened in the game apart from that. 1-0 up. Gale missed a big chance. Header from about 6 yards out. And shows why he shouldn't be signing a new bastard deal. No. If we are not going at the championship, which we aren't, and at a time it looked like we might have been,
Yeah, at that time,
the rumour was
the rumours were like
extensions.
17th.
Yeah, so don't offer him a new deal unless, like you said, you are trying to get a bid off him.
Mm-hmm.
You give him a new deal, you hope that a championship club like Fulham comes in and pays 8 to 10 million for him.
Yeah.
Sound.
Like,
he's not good enough for the Premier League. I've had enough.
Yeah, he'd be class for like Fulham, West Brom, and anyone down there. Like maybe he's like Swansea if they don't come up. Like you fucking bang them in as he did for West Brom 2 or 3 seasons ago. He was absolutely clinical. Yeah, I think that's what we were looking for at the time. There was the rumours of him signing a new deal. We were 17th, bordering on relegation, and it would make sense. Like if we were relegated, I wouldn't mind signing him to. I'd only want him on a 1-year deal because obviously we'll be hoping to come back up. We'd hopefully be wanting to be championship champions for the 3rd time, and like Dwight Gill could be a big part of that. But we are safe now. We finished 12th. We're looking at next season. We want to be better. We want to be better than Dwight Gill. It's just simply not good enough for this league. But fair performance. But I think you can tell exactly why Fulham have been relegated.
The chance they had at 1-0, Cavallero.
A few decent chances. Like they've got a decent front line. Like them players, even Cavallero. They've got Carvalho, Lookman, Anguissa, Maja, Loftus-Cheek. That decent. They just struggled to find the back of the net. They had a few chances today. If they were a bit more clinical, they could have even won that game today. But they're just as bad at the back as they are at scoring. There's obviously a reason why they've finished in the bottom 3. Like they've poor at both ends, really. Decent individuals, decent players. Actually, like Fulham, the way Scott Parker's got them playing, I think they're a very decent outfit. Just missing a few players with just that little bit more quality that you need to survive in this league. So it's obvious to see why they've been relegated. But yeah, we went down there, got the 3 points that we needed, finished as strongly as possible, even better than we could have imagined. Yeah,
that's it then. That's the season wrapped up. Yep. We'll have a bit crap with people over the comments for the last instant reaction of the season. We are going to be back with Charlotte. You control that. We'll let you...
2 fingers, you know how to do that, haven't
you? We'll be back for the summer for the Euros and stuff, so don't worry about that. But for Newcastle season is thankfully over.
I know. I'm actually over the moon. I have it over and done with. Like I say, the last 2 months have been fine, but the rest of it was just a little bit too tough to take at times.
Got to do everything we can to keep working.
Absolutely.
Goal, definitely do. But
especially from that goal that we've seen there today, like carrying the ball, like basically in his own final third. There's loads of pace, strength, and holding off Anguissa, giving his arm, giving him a little push, and like kind of fucked it up. Like I thought he'd fucked it up at the end. Like it was a little bit of a bobble, took a block off the defender, and just the instincts, like getting the ball half a yard, striking at bottom corner, hard and accurate. That's what you need, man. That's what we've been missing for fucking years.
It really is. And my honest opinion is, I think you're right there, Owen. I think he would like to say. I think he would. He does love the club and does love the area. He loves the fans and everything. But is he going to love the ambition of what St. Maximin's alluded to in his interviews, that the club just aren't matching the history and the fans' expectations of hopes of pushing on for top 10, and that's not much to ask for, really. But Mike Ashley's. He'll look at that day in 12th and you'll be like, fucking, I'll give Bruce a 10-year deal. Do you know what I mean? He'll be
12th? And everyone's slaved over Rafa.
Aye. Doing the same thing.
But
and
better.
Then, Ashley will accept 17th every year, so I don't think these players who, Willock, a young England player, they're 21, he's not going to be wanting to do that every year. St. Maximin's already said he doesn't want to do it, so... I think will he stay? We offered him some hope, ambition. St. Maximin's saying there was something to look forward to. We brought 2 or 3 more in. But we won't do that. Arsenal, on the other hand, will be looking, thinking we want him back. Big prospect. See what he can do. They're not doing great at the minute. Really, 8th or 9th, wherever they finished. They'd be daft not to keep him as well, to be honest. They'll be wanting at least 30 million for him, and I can't see what being that.
Yeah, I think it's a catch-22 for Willock, because I do think he'd like to be here, being the hero, being like next season. Hopefully, we can have a full capacity, fans chanting his name, loving him. I think he would love to be here. Like, we seen him on Wednesday. He's absolutely fucking loving the banter with the fans. But it is just the ambition, just sitting, hovering above relegation all season. Or go. I think, like, I don't know if he is a born and bred Arsenal fan, but I know he's been at the club since he was like 6 years old. Like, I think he'll want to put his stamp on it. Like, even if they're not getting Champions League, which they failed at this season, even the Europa League's better than fucking relegation, isn't it?
No.
Like, at least being at a club with the likes of Aubameyang and stuff, like, it's got to be better than what we've got to offer him. So it is a catch-22. I think one way or another, I'd be happy, but as long as he's going to get game time at Arsenal and be a real figure in that squad, then I think he'll definitely want to stay.
Yeah, and just quickly, any signings? Well, we've seen the day that we will accept 70 million for St. Maximin, and we've got 12 million pound to spend.
Bentaleb, then, is it?
Bring back Bentaleb. We've got Aya, or Aja, however you pronounce it, from Celtic, the centre back. We've got Chowdhury from Leicester, who that rumour's just not going away. And we've got the young Wigan striker. I can't remember his name. Joseph. Nobody knows.
Somebody wrote that.
Yeah.
Joseph Wigan.
Joseph, athletic guy. Quickly ring through anyone else's. Callum Lewis is ever in the comments. Thanks very much, mate. Member as well. Watchdowns have been saviours. Watchdowns for us have been a saviour as well. So thanks very much for watching. Really enjoy them. I hopefully will be in and around the ground next season for the big games and stuff, and the odd watch along in that. Another member here, Jimmy, still can't forgive Bruce for the cutbacks at Brentford. Very true. Very, very true. One of the worst.
It was in that bracket of losing, like got put out by Arsenal, Sheffield United. Like, oh my God, that January was fucking bad crack. Like,
really bad. One of the worst times ever as Newcastle fan.
I wish we could have gotten the fans at that time though, into the stadium.
Sacked by then and forced out, I think.
Oh, imagine if like a full capacity St James's during that time.
Toxic.
It would have been lift. Wait, it would have been amazing to fucking actually voice our opinions in the ground.
Lawrence says, whoever's captain next year, lads, Shelby's so quiet and lazy. Need a general in this. Well, we're seeing Richie again on the edge of the box today, barking on us at Willock and that, you know what I mean? So Richie at the moment is the obvious answer. Even his future's a bit of a doubt. So lots to happen at NFC over the summer. Ins and outs, takeovers on the horizon. Probably not. Too good to be true.
Fingers crossed.
God knows. God knows.
Fingers crossed. Hope for the best.
Cheers to everyone for joining me throughout this season on the instant reactions. Smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and enjoy yourselves.